Hey friend, I'm Lish, a 39-year-old self-taught artist from the US. And over the past 5 years, I've been on a journey to become the woman I needed as a child. Right now, I'm building a website and a podcast, finishing my first painting series, and writing a book series. I've been quiet for a while, tucked away in hermit mode, learning how to juggle all of the pieces of building a creative life. Some days, I balance it all beautifully, and some days, I don't. But I'm here to show you the real process, the messy parts included, and hopefully you become your own greatest gift along the way. I spent a lot of years feeling stifled, holding myself back, and trying to be the good person everyone expected. Now I'm doing more by slowing down, reconnecting with nature, and with the wide-eyed dreams I've had since I was young. And together, we're on a mission to fulfill our purpose. So grab your latte, get cozy, and welcome to the journey. Let me get a drink of this coffee and we'll get started. I think it could have used a little bit more maple syrup, but yeah, she's tasty. Hello, good morning, welcome. Marimba. I had to think of what good morning was. I'm still trying to learn, but I'm learning Scots Gaelic, French, and German. And I kind of know a little bit of Spanish. So right now, I know bits and pieces of all of them, and I will use them in the same sentence. So I will say French and then switch to Gaelic if I don't know what it is in French. So yeah, I shouldn't be trying to learn several languages at the same time. Like, I'm not like doing it all of them every day. I'll like go back and forth, but I need to just pick one and stick to it. I think I really want to focus on French or Scots Gaelic first, but we shall see. Because I don't have the brain capacity for any of it right now. So I've taken like a month pause. But yes, hello, welcome to today. It's been kind of a rough start today. I woke up late. The kids, I don't know if it's the cold weather or what, but they like to sleep with us. And then I just get random hands and feet in my face through the night, and they like to wake me up around 4 a.m. And then I'll toss and turn until about 5. Start to kind of doze off and on, and then my alarm goes off at 5:30. So needless to say, I hit my snooze
And I didn't wake up till 6:45. And I had to do all the kids running to school today. So it's been kind of a mess. Usually on the days I work from home, I will allow myself to sleep in a little bit and then kind of do like a quick morning, get them to where they need to go, and then I will get ready once I get home, and then I'll get clocked in. Today was chaos. So yeah, it's too cold. I was supposed to do my laser hair removal thing today, but it's too cold. It's been too cold. The whole point of me trying the laser hair removal system was because since I had Moose, I have had really, 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 really dry skin, and I get razor burns so easy. But for the first 4 weeks, you're supposed to do the laser thing 3 times a week. And before you do the laser, you have to shave. So, me shaving, even if it's every other day, is just a catastrophe for my skin. So, it's too cold for that. So, I'm not doing it. And then before I even got clocked in, a coworker needs help. So I'm about to do that right now. I just wanted to hurry up and start this video because I'm going to take you through the chaos of a few days with me. Obviously, I didn't film me dropping the kids off where they go for safety reasons, but most people out there, I feel like, are genuine and are actually, good people, but you always have that one that wants to try something. I'll fight a bear. Just remember that. So yeah. I didn't film that, but I got coffee made. I got home. I showered really quick since I wasn't shaving or doing the laser thing today. Got some workout clothes on because on lunch I'm supposed to run. I'm supposed to run today. If you watched my last video, the goal is to run today and then walk 10K steps on top of that. My spirit team and the Oracle girls I listen to and all, everyone's telling me I need to be resting more. But I always feel more energized this time of year. I'm doing more, but not really at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. This period of time I'm supposed to be resting, but I have a lot of energy and I kind of want to do things. And if I feel like doing it, I'm going to do it. But I don't think I'm running today. I think I'm just going to do my 10K steps and call it a day. So we have some workout attire ready for that. And then, yeah, I'm going to help my coworker really quick. And then I'll take a break here after a while. And we'll go over the to-do list for today and kind of what we're going to get into. So hopefully there will be lots of art. Lots and lots of art. Because I am actually in the mood to paint right now. It's probably because it's rainy and I'm tired and I have coffee and all of the things are there. So I was like, if I was in a misty forest, I would just paint all day. Guess what? The computer froze again. I'm about to say F it. Why? So I kept hearing this noise that sounded like somebody was opening the door or something. And a lot of times we'll hear the neighbors, but it wasn't the neighbors, and I couldn't figure out what the sound was, so I paused my video, and then I realized it was the wind and the rain outside. It is coming against the side of the building so hard that it sounds like somebody is shutting a door. I was like, what the hell? I really just want to sit in the window and watch the rain and read a book and drink more coffee or something. But we have a lot to get done today. So, whether all this stuff gets done or not, you'll find out. But some of the big things that I really want to try to get done today, walk my 10K steps. I was going to do it on my lunch, but I think I'm going to save that until after work because I can do that with the kids running around, because if I need to, I can just like jump off of the treadmill and tend to whatever need they have. After dinner, I need to finish these and do these ornaments. These are for Monsters class. There's like 19 kids, so I need to do them so that I can take those in. Her teachers already have hers. Tomorrow I need to take these in. These are for the girls at my Cairo office. So, but those are done. I also really need to work on my podcast, which I think I'm going to do that over lunch. Just kind of, I had a lot of stuff like planned out, and I even had a mock script written out. But I was heavily relying on ChatGPT when I first started building my podcast, and it just doesn't feel right. Like it kind of does, but it sounds like I told somebody my idea and they did stuff for me. So even though like the mock script is my own words, like I hand wrote it out myself, the plan for each episode is from the chatbot, and it doesn't quite fit with what I wanted my first season to look like. So I'm kind of scrapping that and starting over, which sucks because I really wanted to debut the first season at the beginning of January, and it's still possible. Like there's still a chance I could get it done, but I'm not like overly optimistic that that's gonna happen because I also need to finish my website. And I don't think I can do all of that today. I think tomorrow I need to work on my website. However, I almost feel like lunch I'll work on my podcast. After I pick up the kids, I'll do my 10K steps, make dinner, and then work on my website. And then I will finish painting ornaments tomorrow. My website doesn't have too much more that I need to do on it. It's really more about like cleaning stuff up. And then I did find out randomly that I have 2 service pages on my website somehow. Between the service page issue and I have different art series that I'm doing. I have 6. Yeah, I have 6 different art series pages, and I don't like the way that they look because I need to figure out how I'm going to clean that up and make it look nice, and then I think my website will be ready once I do that. Okay, again, things are not going to plan today, so apparently we have a meeting. So I finished my coffee really quick, and now I'm drinking Alani. Okay, luckily that was a pretty short meeting. It was just like an update kind of thing. So I'm clocked out now for lunch. Yay! Normally on my work from home days, I'll do a full hour, but I also will like work on the treadmill, work out, like take a shower. I need an hour. I'm not doing any of those things until later. So, well, I already took a shower, but so I don't even need to do that, but I'm doing my steps and working out and stuff later. So I kind of wanted to, I need a pen. I kind of wanted to work on my podcast right now and just kind of brainstorm. I need to, like I said, reconfigure my podcast. I have a lot that I'm trying to do. Number one being my website. I guess I can go over like kind of my to-do plan, whatever, as far as like all of my business stuff that I'm trying to do. That might be helpful, interesting to someone. I have no idea. But it is something that is happening behind the scenes. So first I need to get my website done because, like I said, that is the hub of everything that I'm doing. I have my original artwork. I will soon have prints of things. I will have merchandise with my artwork on it. I've already dabbled in making notebooks on Amazon. This is currently the only one that I think is up, but she's pretty. She's of a commission I actually did. And so with my original artwork, I have, like I said, the 6 different series that you can do. I'll put like a kind of a picture right here of what it looks like on my website right now so that you can kind of like see the difference of the series. I have like pet portraits, which this painting will fall under because these are actual pets of someone that I'm painting. But yeah, this will go up there on the pet portraits, and I already have like 1 or 2 other ones on the pet portrait series. I'm going to call it a series just because I don't have any other word to use for it. And then I have my paleo series, which I am working on right now. I have the first 5 in the works. The one that's done, I do have a time lapse up on my channel. So if you want to watch the time lapse of this one, I will either put the link below or you can go to my playlists. I couldn't think of the word. The playlist in under my YouTube channel and look for it. It's Tides of Time. And then I also have ones that are coming up. So I have a fairy tale series that I'm going to be doing. I am also, and I have been in the process of writing a couple of books. And the book series I'm working on, it's called the Gods and Monsters series. And I will have paintings of characters in that series. So in that book series, I will have a painting series to go along with it. So that's exciting. And then I also have a serial killer book series I'm working on. I'm more focused on the Gods and Monsters series because there was a certain kind of book that I wanted to read and I couldn't find what I wanted. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to write it myself. And so I have that going on. And then when I was in the throes of quantum leaping, I was gifted more information on starting a podcast. And so that is another project as well. And then I have, my YouTube videos. I have, I'll have this behind the scenes type video series, which I've already started. And I'm still trying to figure out how to make it where you can see what I'm doing while I'm building things, but it's not just me sitting here explaining what I'm doing because I feel like that's boring and I don't like to talk that much. And then I also have like time lapses, and then my podcast will also have a video option to watch on YouTube. So yeah, so let's just get into the podcast situation. Okay. So the whole point of this podcast is to help moms, especially like anyone can use the information, but it's going to be directed especially towards moms, single moms, helping them build their life, figure out who they are after having children, overcoming, hardships and challenges. And it's going to focus on, like I said, mothers, but mothers especially that make $60K a year or less, because I still am someone who makes under 60K, like way under 60K a year. But I was in survival mode for so long. It was so hard to get out of that. And I didn't have help. I just had the audacity to know and to believe through blind faith that I was meant for so much more than what was currently happening in my life. And I drug myself through several different lives to get to the point that I am now. And I want to be that person that I needed when I was in my early 20s and I had my first kid and I was on my own and I had all the wrong information to help me, and I was just digging myself in a hole deeper and deeper, and I was severely depressed. I really just wanted to not wake up anymore, and it was a really, really hard time. And I think the worst part of the whole thing was that I felt so horrible for most of my early life. And it could have been so much worse. And I knew that it could have been so much worse. So I kept telling myself, like, to suck it up, basically. And, after I had Monkey, my oldest son, that was the only thing that was keeping me, like, my head above water. But I remember, like, living in my car at one point and with a toddler. I remember having 2 jobs and going to school full time and trying to take care of him. I remember bouncing all over the state of Indiana because I was just trying to get out of here, and I couldn't get out of Indiana. I just wanted to leave and I didn't know how. And not that that would have helped necessarily, but it could have. At one point, I did have a chance to get out of Indiana, and then I realized that was probably a horrible idea, and that could have put me in even worse situations. So it was like all these things were happening, and I had no one to run to, and anyone I did cry out for help to, like, couldn't or wouldn't help me, and I just had no direction and no idea what I was doing. So I want to be that person for anyone else out there that is going through the same thing. So I have all but one topic figured out for season 1 in my podcast. I am trying to do all of the things, all of the steps I took to start getting my life together. But it's kind of hard remembering things that I did because it's very choppy. Like, I would do things and it wouldn't work, and I'd try something else, and then I'd try something else, and then I would keep what fit and discard what didn't. So maybe I should do one on, like, following intuition, maybe. So far I have, like, life audit, going over your current quality of life, comparing it to, like, what kind of life you are wanting to have at the moment. Although when you do all this stuff, obviously it could change, like it did for me. It did a complete 180. Shadow work, because that's very important. One for growth and mindset, one for health and fitness, one for budgeting. That's going to be a very important one, I feel like. Another for hobbies and purpose. And then I need one more. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, if you can think of anything. I'm thinking maybe following your intuition, since it is focused on women and, you know, getting in your feminine energy. It's more about receiving than going out and fetching. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna write that down and then we might do that. So I have topics done now. I also need I also need to work on the video for next Monday, but that's what this is. So I'm already working on it. Go me. I already have dinner for tonight planned. What else do I need to do? I also decided I was going to start another YouTube channel with like ambiance videos, but I have to figure out how to even do that. I already have a name for it, so that's to come as well. I started working on the intro for the video version of my podcast. So I'm trying to use AI to do an animation. Alright, so it's almost 2. I went ahead and baked the chicken that's going to go on the nachos tonight so that it's cooled off and ready for me to shred by the time I go get the kids from their places. I will probably go pick them up a little bit early today because the teenager has to work. Instead of a few days in my life, it's just going to be a day in my life because this is turning out a little longer than I planned. But it's fine. We're learning. So, and then I also decided I had bought a new notebook instead of using a planner for 2026. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and start using it tonight. I don't know, I feel compelled now, so we're gonna start using it now, and that way I don't have to have a notebook and a planner. Actually, I have 2 notebooks and a planner that I carry with me all the time. Okay. I have picked up the kids. Like I said earlier, I already made the chicken for the chicken nachos. Now I just have to put everything together and melt it on top of the chips. But first I'm gonna walk on my walking pad and do my 10K steps because they just want a snack for right now and they want to be able to like watch a cartoon or do their own thing when they first get home. So we are going to take advantage. Usually if I'm gonna have time to do this, it's like right when we get home. Like painting ornaments tonight, so I'm probably not gonna do that. I don't know if I feel like working on the website right now. I'll probably work on the website after dinner, but yeah. But first we're going to do our 10K steps. The babies are being so good right now. 10K steps, if you didn't know, can be close to 2 hours of walking, and I'm probably gonna do half, make dinner, work on my notebook / planner while I eat, and then walk the other half, and then work on my website and drink some wine. Alright, so dinner was okay. I could have done a lot better, but I didn't have like half the ingredients I normally do, so it was pretty good for not having half of the ingredients that I normally do. Love chicken nachos. Like, I could eat chicken nachos every day and be totally happy.
So, this is the notebook. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does have a section for a date. I think it's supposed to be like a journal maybe, and then it has like these pockets, which I really like.
buddy. Yeah, give me just a second. Okay, so I started filling out my notebook for tomorrow with my to-do list. I got a note section, I got a quote section. I have a section with like my non-negotiables that I try to do every day. And I have a little section spaced out for like tomorrow night, reflecting like what my favorite part of the day was, something that I always ask the kids what their favorite part of the day was when I pick them up from school or daycare, wherever they're at. So I thought it'd be nice if I wrote down or if I'm thankful for something that happened that day, or if I learned a lesson, or whatever it may be. And then obviously a note section again, like for any ideas I have, things I need to plan out, stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. I feel like this will be like a better fit than having a planner or 2 notebooks, all this stuff in my bag. It kind of condenses it down to 1 notebook. So that's really good. We're done with dinner. I have some wine that I have yet to drink. So I'm going to sit here, probably watch some YouTube, drink that, kind of reflect on the day, kind of decompress a little bit. I started some laundry. The kids are occupied and playing now. I gave one of them a bath already. Washed my face. I still need to brush my teeth, but I'll brush my teeth and put on like a lip mask after I'm done drinking the wine. I normally try to only drink any wine on the weekends, or if like it's a specific dinner that I have wine paired with. Like anytime I make rosemary pork chops, I automatically want a Cabernet with it because I make the pork chops with Cabernet. So that, or like sometimes certain pasta dishes go really good with wine. I like dry red wine. I hate sweet wine. I can't do it. It gives me a headache. Like, it's too much. I can drink tart. Like there's a cherry blossom one that's pretty good, and I can do ports if they're hot. Like I really love a good port heated up in the winter. It's so good, but I digress. I try to only drink anything like that on the weekends. And normally at night I drink a cup of bone broth, but since I have the advent calendar, today's wine was Pinot Noir, which is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Here comes the chaos. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next Monday. Bye.